Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta.Exchange. On Friday, the US markets came under severe selling pressure. That's because the previous Friday, the markets fell drastically uh, as US President announced a tariff against China and Mexico and Canada. Then the following Saturday, again the Canada announced retaliatory measures. So expecting something like that this weekend also. So US markets came under severe selling pressure, but nothing very big has happened. However, Trump has announced that he might impose 25% tariff on steel and aluminum. So it is not a country-specific tariff. So it's a commodity-specific tariff. Asian markets are mixed. Some of them are in green and some of them are in red. The GIFT Nifty is indicating about 30-40 point lower opening. And people were expecting, some kind of a uptick because of Delhi election. Right. So number one, Delhi election, BJP has won with a comfortable majority. But the fact is that, percentage-wise, it was not really very convincing. They just got 2% higher than Aam Aadmi Party votes. Other thing, what budget could not do, what 60,000 crore open market operation cannot do, what RBI policy rate cut, 25 basis point cut cannot do, how can Delhi election can do? Yes, Delhi election is insignificant. So there are only 3 state elections which are very important. Number one, Uttar Pradesh state election. That's because that is the largest state in India. So if a party wins there, the probability of forming the government at the center is very high. The second one is a Gujarat state election. Although Gujarat state is a small state, that is a home state for Prime Minister. So if he cannot do well in home state, how can he do well in other states? So that would be the question. The third one is the 5 state elections 6 months ahead of parliament election. And because that will give the people's mood and sentiment towards the parliament election. Apart from these 3, other state elections are not really that important, and especially if it is a neck to neck. Right. Number of seats wise, BJP has got very good seats, but not in percentage of vote wise. So therefore, I don't think Delhi election. Moreover, Delhi is a very, very tiny state, a very, very small state. So I don't think that Delhi election will have any big impact in stock market. So now the bigger worry is the Trump tariff. So that fear has to subside. So in fact, last 6 months to 1 year, there are 2 things that was, looking very, very positive. Both are fizzled out now. One is the artificial intelligence. Because of this artificial intelligence, many stocks that are related to artificial intelligence shot up like anything. So once this DeepSeek came, so that fizzled out. Second one is the Trump. And because last time, though, when the Trump came, people were worried, markets came down. But after coming to the power, he reduced the corporate tax and then many other things, the very big bull run came actually after the Trump only. So this time also people expected something like that, but market is not showing any enthusiasm. In fact, market, has been trading within a range for the last many, many months in US. If in fact for the last 1 or 2 months, it has been just consolidating. As and when S&P 500 come to 5,800, support is coming. As and when it is going to 6,150, selling is coming. So that's a narrow range. We don't have to worry much about US markets because nowadays, we are actually not following the global cues. So most of the time we follow our own thing. Few things for our market. Number one, volatility index has come down. Okay, but the market has also come down. Second thing, RBI policy, though there was a rate cut in RBI policy, but not only the banking stocks, across the board, all the stocks have fallen. So this selling spree, I think this is happening third time, I think, third time or fourth time, right? So markets are falling more than 300 point from the recent high. So this selling is not going to subside so easily, right? It was so surprising that both FIIs and DAS were not active on Friday. I think both their selling and buying figures was less than 500 crore, but market made huge move, more than 200 point move, three times. Right? So anyway, the last half an hour there was about 100 point rally. Now only that is given up partially. So as I told you, it is time to be a little bit careful, because once all the events are over, the markets may be taking a direction. But all the events are over in India, but US there are few events this week. You know, consumer price inflation, producer price index data, retail sales data. So maybe this week or next week, so we can expect some kind of a trending in our market. Because how long our market can continue to consolidate between 23,000 and 24,000? So it's just, I think it's a long time. So somewhere the market will have to either break out or break down. But looking at the global cues and other things, the probability of breakout is higher. But, this FA selling is a very big concern. So let us see what is going to happen. But on Friday, unfortunately, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, and Infosys, all ADRs were down. So all those stocks will be in focus, and the Reliance is also struggling. So Reliance is struggling to cross 1300. So because when Reliance and HDFC Bank are not doing well, so that means 25% of our market is not doing well. Right? So those two stocks will have to improve, although HDFC Bank has recovered a lot from the low level. So remember, in the January first week, continuously HDFC Bank fell 25 rupees every day for 6 days, a total of 150 point. Now out of that, about 100 point has been recovered. So another 50 point has to recover. So if HDFC Bank recovers by 50 rupees and Reliance recovers by 50 rupees, so only then, the overall market sentiment also can turn around. So let us see, but be careful. Sometimes Monday can be a trending market, especially if it opens a flat with like 30, 40 point plus or minus. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed listening to this audio. Thank you for listening.